On this episode of How to Do Florida, we're revisiting our favorite Florida Keys experiences from Key Largo all the way to Key West.
My first fish on a fly rod.
Then Chef Justin Timonari brings you his twist on a Florida Keys classic recipe.
The iconic Florida pie made with key limes. It's the official state pie of Florida.
And later, witness one of nature's miracles as Chad gets the rare opportunity to see baby loggerheads emerge from the sand.
You did a good job. You should be proud.
This is gonna be good.
Right there. He's on.
All right.
It is time to do Florida.
Today, we start in Key Largo and make our way all the way down to Key West as we share with you some of our greatest memories of filming in the Florida Keys. But first up, we go to Key Largo and take you on an undersea petting zoo adventure. You're gonna love it. Something we call the Creature Feature.
One of the best dives in the area is Captain Slate's Creature Feature. He and his underwater pets have entertained divers for over 30 years. Over the years, Captain Slate has made a name for himself by his extreme, and some would say bizarre, method of feeding these creatures. After a few safety rules,
Man, let's get in there. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
it was time to put the gear on and get wet. On our descent to the bottom, I was amazed at how quickly the fish gathered once they saw Captain Slate was coming. What an experience to be so close to these spectacular fish. The main event of the Creature Feature would be watching Captain Slate feed Psycho the Barracuda. I do want to stress not to try this on your own, as Captain Slate has been feeding in this area for over 30 years and has developed a rapport with these creatures. The dive lasts about 30 minutes at 40 feet down, so it's a great experience for beginning divers. Exploring marine life underwater, definitely one of the coolest ways to do Florida.
Hey, next up is line management and backcasting with a little bit of stripping as we show you how to do fly fishing.
Our day would start early with a 45-minute boat ride straight into the Everglades National Park.
Right there. He's on.
All right. Good job, man. Watch your line. Keep it away from your feet. Okay, it goes one way, you go the other with the rod, just like a spinner. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Don't push it too hard. Take it time.
Oh, this is fun. Now we're talking.
All right.
Man, he just came up and just
He did.
whopped it.
Good job, man.
I love this, Larry.
Oh, look at that snook. Awesome.
My first fish on a fly rod, and it's my favorite fish, a snook. Beautiful.
Author Isaac Walton called fly fishing the contemplative man's recreation. Well, Isaac was right, because I spent most of the day contemplating what the heck I was doing.
Is this where you put your hand right here, Larry?
I have never been so humbled by a sport in all my life. This was one of the most intense and exciting fishing experiences I've ever had. This unplugged version of fishing will try your patience, push your fishing skills, and unpack your appreciation for what it takes to catch a fish on the fly.
Ha!
Awesome.
Not bad, right? Now we head south to Islamorada to tickle some of the tastiest bugs on this planet as we show you how to do lobstering.
Lobstering in the Florida Keys is a long-standing Florida tradition. Every year, it's as if Spanish gold is sprinkled all throughout the Keys, and on August 6th, the treasure hunt is on. Islamorada is one of the premier places to hunt lobster. It's fun, safe, and with a little luck and a lot of persistence, you'll be feasting on one of God's greatest gifts to man, the Florida spiny lobster. The water is warm and beautiful, and more importantly, accessible to snorkelers. The Florida spiny lobster. You can see where they get their name. They're full of spines, and they're slippery. Lobstering definitely gets into your blood.
Want to try another spot? We're looking for lobster, so we gotta keep looking. Woo!
Found myself getting excited about bringing my family down here to experience lobstering in the Florida Keys, which is truly a unique Florida experience. I would encourage you to come down here and give it a try.
And now we're taking the overseas highway to its final stop. That's right, America's southernmost city, Key West, as we show you how to do wreck diving.
Hidden beneath the turquoise waters of the Florida Keys lies a nearly lost chapter of Florida's maritime history, known as the Shipwreck Heritage Trail. The remains of these once great seafaring vessels have merged with reefs, providing a safe haven for 55 varieties of fragile coral and nearly 500 species of fish. The latest addition to the shipwreck trail, the USS Vandenberg. This retired U.S. Air Force missile tracking ship was intentionally sunk off the coast of Key West in May of 2009. With her final mission complete, the USS Vandenberg is now the second largest artificial reef in the world. Since this ship is so massive, the superstructure is only 45 feet below the surface, making it an easy, accessible dive. Wreck diving doesn't compare to any other diving experience I've ever had. Descending into the depths, seeing the remains of a once great military ship resting in peace was both exciting and mystical. The life that arose from all around her was inspiring, mesmerizing, and unforgettable.
The locals call the islands that make up the Florida Keys the Conch Republic. That's because even though the Florida Keys is technically a part of Florida, it just looks and feels like a whole other place down here. It's an absolute mecca for fishing, water sports, and a cool, laid-back lifestyle like nowhere else in the Sunshine State. Experiencing the Florida Keys is one of my favorite ways to do Florida.
Still to come, Chad plays midwife to a nesting loggerhead turtle.
You did a good job, Mama. You should be proud.
But first, Chef Justin's putting a spin on key lime pie as you know it.
I've taken our key lime pie, I've cut it into squares, we've frozen it, we've put sticks in it. Now it's time to fry it.
Today, Chef Justin's taking us to Yummy Town with key lime pie.
That's right, the original key lime pie from the state of Florida.
Oh, yeah. Chef, is there anything more Florida than the key lime pie?
That's right, the iconic Florida pie made with key limes. It's the official state pie of Florida.
Absolutely. So what are we doing today?
Well, we're gonna do a couple things today. We're gonna build that iconic pie, but Chad, since you've been so good, I got a special treat for you.
Special treat, what, are you gonna fry it?
You'll just have to wait and see. So let's get the base of our pie made, which is gonna be the best thing, one of my favorite parts of the key lime pie, the graham cracker crust.
The crust.
So what we have is our graham crackers that have been crushed and then a little bit of butter. So I'm just gonna mix this together a little bit, get this all incorporated. All right, so now that we've got those, we've got our little pie tin. I'm gonna go ahead and put my crust in here, and then I'm just gonna kind of flatten it down.
I like a nice thick crust.
I do too.
Nice and thick.
One of my favorite parts is the graham crust. Now this is gonna have to go in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
It's gonna help it set up and give it a little golden brown. So if you'll slide that in.
Okay.
Now that we've got our crust in the oven that needs to bake for just a few minutes, let's start with our filling. I'm gonna have you mix while I pour.
Okay.
We're gonna start with our sweetened condensed milk.
That stuff is good.
It is good stuff. 4 eggs. Just a little bit of sugar. Our key lime juice. So finally, we're gonna add our key lime zest. All right, and while you're finishing that, I'm gonna get our crust out of the oven. All right, beautiful. So our crust is out. We're gonna let it cool to room temperature because we don't wanna pour our filling into a hot crust. So once it's cooled, we can go ahead and pour it in our pie shell. Oh yeah, that is good. All right, so now this is gonna go back in the oven for about 10 minutes, and it's gonna be done.
Woohoo, my first key lime pie.
All right, Chad, we're looking good. Now this is baked for about 15 minutes. So now traditionally you would find your key lime pie would be topped with either whipped cream or a meringue topping.
Right.
But today, we're gonna do something a little bit different.
Oh, really?
That's right.
What's that different?
Today, we are gonna top it with blueberries. All right, I have these amazing Florida blueberries here.
Is this a surprise?
This is not quite your surprise yet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my glaze here, which I have a little bit of apricot jam and a little bit of water.
Oh,
And I'm gonna put
Chef.
this on top. So the tartness and sweetness of the blueberries is gonna go great with this key lime pie. So there you have it, the new Florida style key lime pie topped with fresh Florida blueberries.
Looks absolutely spectacular, Chef, but what surprise do you have in store for me?
All right, Chad, so I know you love to fry things, so we are gonna
do love
deep
to
fry some key lime pie.
deep fried key lime pie.
That's right.
A key lime fry.
I don't think this has ever been done, so we're gonna do it. Okay, so first we're gonna dip these key lime pie squares in a little bit of cornstarch.
That's the dry.
Okay, and then into the batter, which is the wet.
You got these key lime cubes super frozen, right? They've been in the freezer
they're
for a long
frozen
time.
solid. And in they go.
Wow.
You wanna hold this basket here, Chad?
I do.
And let it... Okay, I'm gonna grab these.
If you ever start a restaurant, I want these on the menu. All right?
Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit them with our sauce.
Oh man, that's gonna be good, Chef.
A little bit of powdered sugar going on top, of course.
More.
Just a little bit.
What else you got? What else?
A little key lime zest.
A little zest.
To finish it off.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh man.
In the sauce. Wow.
You know what? In a strange way, it works. It's good. Oh my gosh, that's good.
For this crazy unique recipe, many more, go to howtodoflorida.com.
Chef, I think we're onto something here.
I think so.
Key lime fry.
Coming up next, Chad's welcoming Florida's newest little residents to the world
Here it comes, guys. Woohoo!
when How to Do Florida returns.
Today on the show, we're going to show you how to do turtle nesting.
Let's crawl down together, buddy. Let's do it.
It's a story that has unfolded across millennia. The serene circle of life, played out on beaches summer after summer. Every year, like clockwork, sea turtles by the thousands make their way to Florida's coastline with one single purpose. That's right, our state is home to one of the premier turtle nesting sites in the entire Western Hemisphere, the Archie Carr National Wildlife Refuge, located in South Brevard County, about an hour-and-a-half drive from Orlando. Scientists here study and track thousands of turtle nesting sites every summer and lead guided nighttime sea turtle walks in June and July. And that's what we're here for. First, we meet up with Kristen Kneifel.
You're the manager of Archie Carr National Wildlife Refuge. Okay. Do they know that?
Yes.
Kristen took me on the beach to show me firsthand turtle nesting habits. That gets us to step one, turtle nesting 101.
As a Floridian, I mean, we're very lucky to have these creatures right here in our backyard and nesting and doing their thing right here on our beaches.
Look at this.
This is actually a green sea turtle.
The dent it makes in the sand is just incredible. I mean, it's just like a perfect path right up the beach here.
This is actually what we call a false crawl. She did a body pit here, and it looks like she started digging an egg chamber, which is now filled in a little bit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she decided not to nest here and decided to leave and come back another time. They do come back to their natal beach. So the turtles that were laid here 25 to 30 years ago are going to come back to this very same beach to lay their eggs. They'll lay about 100 to 120 eggs per clutch. The reason for that, unlike humans who may have a few offspring, they have as many babies as possible in hopes that one will actually make it to adulthood.
That's right, because I had 4 kids, similar process.
Right.
I had 4 kids, so hopefully one will make it to adulthood.
I connected with my expert for the evening, Dr. Lou Earhart, who is one of the most experienced turtle experts in Florida.
I don't know everything there is to know about the turtles here, but a lot. And,
Well, if you need to know something, just ask me.
okay, I'll
let
do
you know,
that.
all right?
Yeah.
The doc wastes no time putting us on an amazing discovery.
This is a loggerhead hatchling emergence.
Doc is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is what I was hoping to come here and see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to see them come up and lay eggs, but to see them hatch and to see them go
Yeah.
back into the sea.
You're really lucky. You must be
Yes.
living right.
I see why people are so in love with sea turtles now. When you come out here and experience these turtles hatching and going back out to sea, yeah, it does something to you. They can hear it. Here it comes, guys. Woohoo! That's cool.
Here's step 2, turtle watch do's and don'ts. No cameras with flash devices or flashlights are allowed. Basically anything with a light on it, don't bring it. Make sure you bring bug spray. Remember, it's summer, you'll need a lot of it. And be prepared to walk along the beach for at least 1 mile. The refuge recommends children should be at least 7 years of age to participate. If you ever encounter a sea turtle, remember, be quiet, move slowly, and keep your distance. These animals are protected and it's illegal to touch them. That leads us to step 3, find a nesting turtle. Question is, how exactly do we do that?
Now, do you smell them? Do you call them? How do we get them from the ocean to the shore?
Turns out the Archie Carr Refuge has student spotters all up and down the beach looking for turtles ready to nest.
We've got a turtle at 11-4 that's digging.
Get us a turtle.
We're approaching the point on the beach where the loggerhead is, and there's a scout right hiding behind her shell right now, watching her in the darkness, and we'll know the instant she begins to lay.
What's that down there? Is that two people making out, or is that a turtle?
Here's the loggerhead that the scouts have found for us, and she's in the process of laying, so she's perfectly all right with us being here.
Wow. It is just a awe-inspiring visual to be here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that why you do this?
Exactly, and there's nowhere better to do it than Carr Refuge.
Once she's done laying her eggs, Doc turned me over to the students, and I got to assist in some real deal turtle research.
The first thing we do when we come up to a nesting loggerhead is we'll check her for tags, and we put them right here on the trailing edge of the front flippers, so there would be one on each side. So she doesn't have any tags, so we're gonna go ahead and get some tags to put in her.
So you're giving her a little bit of jewelry.
Yep.
A little bling.
A little flipper bling, yep. Here, I stick it in there.
Right through the nail.
Just like getting a piercing.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's an easy.
Little pinky ring.
These tags, actually, occasionally they pull through, just like a piercing tear out. So we go ahead and give them two, so that way if they lose one, hopefully they still have the other one.
What if you find a turtle that already has been tagged? You just make documentation of that? And
Exactly, and that's useful information as well.
So she's throwing sand with her front flippers.
Yep.
So what, is she like getting ready to take off here, or what?
She's disguising the area. So now what we're gonna do, she's all tagged up. We're gonna go ahead and do the measurements next. Careful.
Ah! 106 and a half.
And then we're gonna go ahead and do the width. We want the widest point.
96 and a half.
This is the standard sea turtle measurement right here. So from the nuchal, right there on the neck.
The highest nugal to the longest pygal. How big is that?
It's 96.5, so that's bigger than average. 92 is the average for size for a nesting loggerhead.
18.9 on the head. Whoa. Ooh, she is done. She's ready to go back in the ocean.
She's pivoting now. It looks like she's gonna head back.
Look at that, man.
She's done her task.
That is so cool.
It's easy to see why the scientists at Carr Refuge are so dedicated to protecting these creatures.
You did a good job. You should be proud.
I've encountered sea turtles all my life living here in Florida, but nothing like this. I have to admit, this experience has changed me. I may not be ready to go turtle crazy anytime soon.
You're crazy.
Yep.
She's a crazy turtle girl right here.
Yeah.
But I did walk away with a renewed appreciation for these magnificent animals, and you will too.
Hey, for more information on doing a turtle walk, go to our website at howtodoflorida.com. You're almost there, buddy.
You're watching How to Do Florida, and we'll be right back.
You know, Florida has so much to offer, but to truly experience it, you've got to get out and see it for yourself. Well, that's our show. I hope you learned something, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida.
For more info on this episode, go to howtodoflorida.com, where you'll find bonus how-to videos and all of Chef Justin's yummy recipes. And be sure to check out our Do Florida page, which is our giant list of events and activities all over the Sunshine State. Yeah, you should check it out.
Welcome to Florida, little guy. Turtle, right there, turtle, right there. 2 o'clock, actually 2:30, 2:30, 2:45. That's gone. It came up and then now it's gone. It's a flash beaching. Hey, we're here in Art. Yep. I'm here to meet up with Dr.
Go. You're doing, and let me just get this down.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? Come on, get it right.
If you take a look at each of these tags, they have a unique code on them.
It says how to do Florida. Yes. Yes.
I need you out there on the bridge. Out there on the end of the bridge.
Why?
Just get out there.
Why?
I need something in the foreground.
Foreground, my. You're crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes.